Hi, and welcome back to my channel, The Organised Mum Lifestyle. This week I have been shopping. Yeah, not the kind of exciting shopping, food shopping. Here in New Zealand, there's a lot of talk about New Zealand being a very expensive place to live. Statistics show it is the second most expensive country to live in the OECD after Switzerland. And having lived in New Zealand for 6.5 years, having moved from England, I think that's probably true. However, there are some exceptions. You would think in New Zealand, things like beef and farm produce would be a lot cheaper because of the way New Zealand's set up with its farming and countryside life. Some areas of that are not as cheap. So I've done this shop today, and this whole shop has come in at $600, which is £300 sterling and 360 US dollars. Everything I'm going to quote now will be in New Zealand dollars, but that should give you an idea for your local currency what I'm referring to. Now, is this a lot of food? Yeah, this will keep us going for 2 weeks. I'm planning to do meal prep for 9 meals from this, and that should keep us going for 9 weekday nights with some flexibility on the weekend. So I won't do this shop every single week at $300. I've also got some unusual things here that I wouldn't buy every day. So bubble bath, that'll last us for a month for the kids. Tilly lost a couple of her dummies, so there's a couple of dummies in there as well. I've got dishwasher and washing machine cleaner, which I probably buy twice a year. And some batteries that I needed for my mic pack. I've got plans for making some yummy brownies with raspberries. We've got pizza night at the weekend on Friday, but I've also got a couple of pizzas already in the freezer. I've got a mountain of UHT milk, which will keep us going for about 2 weeks, actually, with the amount these children drink their milk. I've got some treats for the kids, and yep, I could have gone cheaper, but they're quite liking their character branded. And actually, when I did some comparison between different crackers that are branded and unbranded, the price is actually minimal. And my kids, as you have seen with some of my other videos, are quite fussy. So a Pepper and a Paw Patrol character cookie sometimes makes life a bit easier. And looming in the background is a little treat for myself. Come on, I'm a busy working mummy. This will keep us going nicely for this week, probably only this week. 2 bottles of nice New Zealand Lindauer wine. New Zealand's quite seasonal, and this is something I learnt when I lived in England, and having recently gone back to England, I've realised a lot of the British food is brought in from other countries so that we can always eat seasonal. One thing I was quite shocked by was that you couldn't get strawberries all year round. Monty loves strawberries, and we ate kilos and kilos of strawberries when we were in England. However, we've only just started seeing strawberries in the last few weeks in the shops, and it's now September. So I've got 250 grams of strawberries, and I was quite surprised at the cost of these. So for 500 grams, this has cost me 13 New Zealand dollars, which is really quite high, and I get about 12 strawberries in there. So for 24 strawberries, that's a lot of money. The other one that shocked me is frozen raspberries. Again, berries. $15 for 750 grams. They're not even fresh raspberries, they're frozen. That's quite a lot of money actually for frozen raspberries. Some nice fresh produce now that we're into September I've seen coming in. Cucumbers had a good deal of 2 for $6, and a massive celery that was about $3. So I'm going to start making salads. I really miss salads during the winter because the cost of this produce is just too high, and particularly in shops like Pack and Save that aim to be the cheapest you can get in New Zealand, they actually don't stock some of the expensive stuff because it's just too expensive for them, and they don't sell it. I've also got really important staples like potatoes, onions, making sure I've got as much as I need for my meal prep and the meals for the next few weeks. This also covers the lunches. When we go to work, Daddy and I take a packed lunch. This week I'm going to take a salad, which I'm quite looking forward to doing myself a fresh salad. But we've then got the bread, we've got some ham for fresh sandwiches and some salad. Let's talk about the cost of meat. Meat is always going to be expensive. I did think it would be a bit cheaper in New Zealand, being a farming country, but one thing I buy quite a lot of is mince meats, beef mince. This one was $18, this one was $14. So here I've got just under 2 kilos of beef mince, which I'm going to use to make lasagnas and quite a few other things. Sausages. Always struggled with getting the right sausages. The irony in this one is I actually buy ones called London Pride. They're my favourite, they're the family's favourite. They taste like the sausages that we know from home, but they are $10 a pack. $10 a pack for 6 sausages. Seems quite a lot. However, chicken, I have found chicken fantastic. Chicken is big pieces of chicken. This is $15 for 3 chicken breasts. 1.5 breasts will feed our family of 4 with the 2 small toddlers. So we'll tend to use 1.5. If I'm feeding more adults, 2 will still be absolutely fine as well. So this will do me for 2 meals at $15. Then I've got some reduced price steak, treating ourselves tonight. The kids are getting into eating steak. We quite like a good steak and chips, so we're having steak and chips tonight. It is actually reduced, so I'm going to eat that fresh tonight. And then mountains of bacon for the weekend, but it's also quite nice for mac and cheese, which is one of the preferred family favourites as well. Bacon is, as expected, it's about $18. It just seems to be the going rate. Oh, and we've also got a roast dinner in here as well. Eggs are a hot topic at the moment in New Zealand. I got 18 eggs for $14, which does seem quite expensive. I saw something on the TV yesterday comparing with the price in Australia. This is twice the price as what they're paying. And these aren't even free range eggs. They are barn eggs, and you cannot get such a large pack. We eat a lot of scrambled eggs. I use it in a lot of baking. So maybe I should get some chickens. And the sooner Tilly can be out of nappies, the better. These are $22 for 28 nappies. You can do the math. That's quite a lot for nappies. Monty still wears one at night time and Tilly still wears them as normal. Bring on the potty training. We've already saved considerably with Monty moving out of nappies, but Tilly's next. Let's get this all put away and do some meal prep over the next few days.
Where did you go when I needed you most? Where did you go when I needed you most? Where did you
And we're done. And the cupboards are full for the next 2 weeks. Bar the odd milk, bread, and fresh vegetable run, we should be okay for meals. Now to do all the meal prep. I pre-made meatballs and served them one weeknight and they were really popular. I also made a chicken curry and sweet and sour, as well as lasagna and tacos. I ended up making over 11 weeknight meals that I could freeze and bring out on those busy nights. Also, the brownies were super popular and I'll share a link in the description. Thank you for watching. I post every Friday with top tips around being an organised mum and making the most of the children at the age they are. I've got videos on meal preps, organising your time, simplifying your life, and the adventures that we go on with the time that we gain from being organised. Have a look on my channel. I post every Friday, so look out for the next video. I'll see you in my next video.